Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I want to come on here and just share something that I've been thinking about, and it's an important message for anyone who wants to get in shape and or just prioritize their health. So, imagine somebody blindfolded you and they brought you to an unknown place, and then they took off the blindfolds and then told you to find your way back home. And how the hell are you supposed to do that? How are you gonna know how to get back home if you don't even know how you got there because you was blindfolded the whole time? And that's literally what some of you are doing with your fitness coaches. You're just relying on them to give you workouts or meal plans that's supposed to help you get to your goal without you doing your part of being an active learner. And this is why so many people have lost weight in the past, but gained it right back. They have worked with the trainer, yet they don't know what certain exercises are called. They worked with the trainer, but they still don't have the confidence or the ability to go into the gym on their own, make their own workout, and do it. And there's so many times I ask people, especially on here, what is your current workout routine? And they say, I just show up and do what my trainer tells me. Like, that shit just blows my mind. Like, that's like sitting in class and when you get home, like you sit in school the whole day, and your parents, when you get home, they're like, "Oh, what'd you learn in school?" And you're like, "I don't know." Like, how the fuck you don't know? Like, you was in school all day. Like, that's what I be thinking when people tell me that. So that answer just makes no sense to me. People just become very dependent on their trainer's guidance, and they don't ever learn how to navigate their own journey independently. And the truth is, if you want to get the most out of your investment, because coaches aren't cheap, trainers aren't cheap, whatever you want to call it, they're not cheap. If you want to get the most out of that investment and also have long lasting results, then you need to be an active participant in your journey. You need to take ownership. You need to ask questions, not just during the session. You need to ask questions in between sessions, whether that's you writing them on social media or um, asking questions wherever. You need to just be an active learner, active participant in that process because um, that's when the most progress is going to be made outside of the session. Most of your results are going to be made outside of when you're working with that person. So the exact reason why I designed my programs the way I did because I realized that results happen when people are going about the remainder of their day. Like if you have an hour session with a trainer, most of your results are going to happen during those other 23 hours, not the time when we're together. And that's also why I focus on a lot of online stuff because it's all about empowering people. So inside of my paid community, we have support calls, we have a private supportive community where people can ask questions. We have bi-weekly community educational calls, we have on-demand learning resources, we have form checks, we have everything that you need to really take ownership of your journey and really be empowered. But if you're just relying on your coach, you're not going to have um, that learning opportunity. And people always say like they want to do XYZ when they're 70, but if you're relying on a coach to tell you everything, you're not going to know what the fuck to do when you're 70. So things like that, when people just say they don't know what they're doing, or they just show that they're like heavily reliant on their coach, it really like grinds my gears because it doesn't make sense to me from like a coaching standpoint and from a person that is being coached. It doesn't make sense. So nobody in my program can say that they don't know how to go into the gym and create their own workout and do it if they really needed to. Nobody can say they're going to have a hard time stepping in the gym and working out on their own. So if you're somebody who does say these things, if you're somebody who says, "Oh, I don't know what my workout routine is. I just show up and do what my coach tells me to," if you're somebody who is currently working with the coach and you're nervous about your ability to maintain your results if something were to happen, if you were unable to afford your coach, if you were to stop working with them, you need to really be a more active participant in your coaching experience. And if your trainer's program is not teaching you how to be successful without them, then you need to consider getting a new coach who actually prioritizes these things, because at the end of the day, it's not just about showing up and having somebody tell you what to do. It's more so about empowering yourself, building habits that you can maintain on your own. And it's about sustainability. So you don't just want to be mindlessly showing up anywhere and just going through the motions. You want to get the most out of your experience. And that's the only way to do it. So maybe it's on you to be more active in your journey, and maybe it's on your coach to provide a better program. But either way, I definitely encourage you guys to uh, figure that out. Like whether it's you needing to be more active and ask questions, or if it's your trainer needing to improve their program. But it's up to you to make that change, and if you want to get the best results. If you guys have any comments, drop them below. If you guys have any questions, drop them below. Peace.